In today's video, we're going to dig deep into NordVPN's Meshnet, how it works, where it shines, where it struggles, and how you can use it to game with friends safely, even if you're across the world from each other. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and my goal is to always break down tech stuff into real-world terms so you can decide what's worth using in your digital life. The problem: gaming with friends who aren't nearby. Let's start with some real talk. You've probably been there. You want to play a co-op or a classic LAN-only game with a friend, but you're not in the same city. Maybe they're out of state, maybe in another country. So instead of being able to join each other's local game, you end up stuck with whatever online mode exists, which might introduce lag, forced reliance on matchmaking servers, or loss of the private control you had in your own environment. A lot of games use central servers just for matchmaking, even in modes that feel local. That means your packets might bounce through a remote data center, adding delay. Worse, there's often no built-in way in those games to just host a private LAN game over the internet. And even when people use tunnels or VPNs to fake a LAN environment, many solutions route everything through a server somewhere, which can slow things and expose your data to more eyes. Imagine you and your buddy live in different parts of the globe. You start a game together and the lag kills your experience. Maybe one person disconnects, maybe you suspect someone is snooping on your IP, or you worry about DDoS attacks. Worst case, you're stuck with an experience that feels far from local. So what if you could build your own private local network? One that works over the internet, between people you trust. That's the promise of Meshnet. It doesn't rely on central servers for gaming traffic. Instead, it builds secure tunnels between your devices and your friends' devices. It kind of turns your devices into living, breathing nodes of a private network. And because of that, latency can be lower, privacy higher, and control more yours. How Meshnet works, but let's keep it simple. Alright, now let's get into how Meshnet actually works, but without overcomplicating things. The foundation here is NordLynx. If that sounds super techy, don't worry. Here's the plain version. NordLynx is NordVPN's version of a protocol built on WireGuard. WireGuard is already known in security circles for being lean, fast, and efficient. Kind of minimalist in how it handles encryption and connections. NordLynx takes that base and adds things to help your privacy while preserving that speed. So here's the flow. Your device gets a Nord name. When you enable Meshnet in the NordVPN app, your device is given a Nord name, basically an address on your private Meshnet network. Think of it like a nickname or a handle within the network. You invite friends by sharing that name. You tell your friend, hey, here's my Nord name, add me. They send you a request. You accept it. With that, a secure encrypted tunnel is set up between your device and theirs. Peer-to-peer routing instead of going through a server. Now, unlike a traditional VPN where your traffic is routed through a remote public server, here the traffic between you and your friend goes directly, peer-to-peer. You can choose which device acts as host. That's where traffic can pass through. So in a gaming session, your PC might be the host. All game data passes through your PC to your friend's devices. Traffic never touches random exit servers. Because your data moves through devices you control or trust, it avoids passing through random VPN exit servers. That reduces the chance of someone intercepting it mid-route. Also, it helps protect your real IP from being exposed to the public. Someone tries to DDoS attack you through the game network, they'll hit the Meshnet layer first, making things more secure. Permission settings. In the NordVPN app, you decide what each friend can do. Maybe you allow routing traffic, maybe not. Maybe they can only share files or see certain devices. You have granular control, which means more security without losing convenience. So in short, your devices talk directly to each other in encrypted tunnels under your control. That's the backbone of Meshnet. Setting up Meshnet for gaming, step by step, without the stress. Step 1, install and enable. If you don't already have NordVPN, you can go ahead and install the app on every device you plan to use. PC, Mac, iOS, Android, Linux, whatever you game on. Good news, Meshnet is available to all NordVPN users. But if you don't already have a NordVPN subscription, go ahead and click the link down below in the description. It'll bring you to this page right here where you can click on Get the Deal to take advantage of their Black Friday exclusive deal. So go ahead, click Get the Deal, and then from here you can go ahead and choose from one of their 4 different plans. They've got the Basic, the Plus, the Complete, and the Prime plan. And then you can also choose how long you want to commit to, whether it's 2 years, 1 year, or 1 month. Obviously, the longer you commit to, the more savings and more deals you're going to get. So let's leave it on a 2-year plan, and we'll go ahead and choose their best value plan here, their Plus plan, which comes out to $375 per month effectively. So let's go ahead and click on Buy Now. And then we can see for $105.03, we're going to get 2 years plus 4 extra months, which is pretty awesome. Now, NordVPN also has got a 30-day money-back guaranteed, so you can go ahead and try it out, see if this Meshnet setup's going to work for you and your instance, and make your decision within 30 days. So go ahead and click the link down below in the description to take advantage of this Black Friday deal while it's still here. Once installed, open the app, go to Settings, and toggle Meshnet on. The first time you do this, the app will ask you to choose a nickname for your device and review various permissions like file sharing, routing, visibility, etc. Step 2, invite your friends and connect. So you'll have a Nord name show up. That's your device's identity in the Meshnet. Share it with friends that you want to connect to. When they get your Nord name, they'll send you a request. You'll see that request in your app. Accept it. That's it. Connection established. You can connect up to 10 of your own devices and up to 50 external connections, your friends, at one time. It's a pretty generous limit for most gaming squads or media sharing groups. Step 3, permission management. Here's where things get handy. In the app, you can decide what level of access each connection gets. Routing traffic. You can let them route through your device. Useful if you want to be a relay. File sharing / device access. You can allow certain devices to see parts of your network or share files. Limit to gaming / no routing. You might only want them to play games with you, not browse your files or use your network for other things. So if one of your friends is someone you trust fully, you might give more access. If someone is just joining for a game or two, you can lock them down tight. Step 4, launch the game. On your host machine, the device that you pick as the host, open up the game that supports LAN mode. Use its local multiplayer or LAN option. Your friends can join via LAN. In many cases, the game will automatically find the host in your Meshnet, almost like magic. If needed, you can also share the host device's Meshnet IP. It shows you in the app. Your friends enter that in the game if automatic detection doesn't work. And boom, you're all in the same virtual local network, even though you're miles apart. Extra uses you get alongside gaming. Now, once Meshnet is up and running, you'll realize it's not just for games. You can do remote desktop or screen sharing, which is useful when you're away from home and need to access your PC. You can transfer large files from one device to another directly without cloud uploads or syncing. You can stream media from one device to another privately and securely. Performance and latency. What you'll experience. All right, now let's talk about performance, because no matter how slick the tech is, if the gameplay lags, people will get frustrated. So Meshnet is built on NordLynx, which is designed for speed and minimal overhead. That gives it a solid foundation for low latency traffic. But, and there's always a but in networking, your results will depend on a few things. Physical distance. If you and your friends live on opposite sides of the world, the speed of light is still a limiting factor. You might see delays simply because packets need to travel those distances. Internet connection quality. If one or more connections in the chain are slow, unstable, or have high packet loss, performance will suffer. Network congestion. If your ISP or a local network is busy, like peak hours, tons of users on it, you may see increased latency or jitters. So here's how Meshnet helps in real life. Because you're not going through a VPN's exit server far away, you avoid routing your traffic through extra hops. That means fewer detours and lower cumulative delay. So let me give you a scenario. You are in Seattle. Your friend is in Tokyo. You host a game. Without Meshnet, a typical VPN setup might route traffic from Seattle to the VPN server in Europe to the VPN exit in Asia to Tokyo. That's a lot of hops. With Meshnet, traffic goes from Seattle directly to your friend's machine or via minimal intermediate devices, so there's fewer unnecessary steps. Now, another tip, whenever possible, use wired Ethernet instead of Wi-Fi. Ethernet's more stable, less prone to interference, and introduces less latency than Wi-Fi. If you're hosting, this especially matters. Also, before a big gaming session, just run a speed test just to make sure everything's within acceptable ranges. If your ping or jitter is already high, Meshnet won't magically fix that. In many real-world tests, people find that Meshnet adds very little overhead. In good conditions, it almost feels like playing on a real LAN. Of course, that depends on how good your connections are. Tips and best practices from real users. Prefer wired connections whenever possible, especially for hosts. Ethernet gives you more consistency and lower latency than Wi-Fi. Test ahead of time. Before a game night, stress test your connection. See what your baseline ping is, jitter, and packet loss look like. Start small when connecting with a new friend. Give minimal permissions first. Let them play. Once it works, open up more features if you trust them. Limit routing unless needed. Unless someone absolutely needs to route all traffic through your device, you might restrict them just to game traffic. Keep an eye on firewall settings and open services. Double check what's exposed on your machine before connecting others. Use Meshnet for non-gaming too. Once it's installed, play with using it for backups, media, remote access. You'll find new ways that it's super useful. Have a fallback plan. In case Meshnet hits a wall, like firewalls, restricted networks, etc., have an alternative route or method ready so you're not completely stuck. Final thoughts. NordVPN's Meshnet really shifts how we think of VPNs and private networks. And instead of just tunneling through third-party servers, it lets you build private, encrypted pathways between trusted devices. For gamers, creators, remote workers, and power users, that's a big deal. Yeah, it's not perfect. Some games won't work, firewalls might block some things, and you'll still see latency when distances are super long. But for many real-world setups, it gives you more control, privacy, and performance than traditional VPNs or third-party tunneling tools. So if your workflow includes LAN-only games, large file transfers, remote desktop, media sharing, then Meshnet from NordVPN is absolutely worth trying out. It might become one of your new go-to tools. Now, if you want to get started with NordVPN, we've got that link for you down in the description below. This is an affiliate link, which means we earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And it's these commissions that really help support the channel, and it allows us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. We cover all things VPN, cybersecurity, and more on this channel, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.